top 10 altcoins I would buy on this Bitcoin dip. Bitcoin has just taken a massive dip. This is leaving many in the cryptocurrency markets asking this question: is now the time to buy, or is now the time to sell? Do lower lows await, or are higher highs programmed? How about some of the OG crypto natives help the newer crypto traders in the comments section below? Comment your answer to this, and it'll be interesting to see what you say. I say, with 11 spot Bitcoin ETFs waiting approval in January, including BlackRock, 90% chance this will happen, with Bitcoin's halving coming up April 2024. By the way, Bitcoin hits new all-time highs after every single halving historically, with it being a near 100% chance the Fed cuts interest rates by Q2 2024, with a record 5.7 trillion cash in money market funds, some of which will flow into Bitcoin, of course, with Bloomberg predicting a Bitcoin price of $500,000 plus, with altcoins gaining real users, real adoption, real attention from legacy giants for the first time in cryptocurrency's history. Like, we've never seen something like this before, with Bitcoin having such strong bullish momentum. I mean, Bitcoin is still up 150% year to date. Plus, with the BlackRock Ethereum ETF hype about to hit the mainstream, how can you not be bullish? You can make tons of money trading altcoins. This is a fact. So here's my list of top 10 altcoins I would buy on this Bitcoin dip. I'm an early investor in this protocol, but from the looks of the chart, this protocol is still pre-pump. So it's called Bonsai Seed, and this is basically turnkey token creation. Create a blockchain, create a token without having to write a single line of code. So imagine what WordPress did for Web 2 and envision that this is what Bonsai could do for Web 3. We're unlocking the next wave of blockchain innovation, all without writing a single line of code, DAO-owned and community-driven. Solana just hit a new all-time high. Not in price, but in terms of consecutive days live. The fact is, Solana today is so different from Solana in the beginning. With Solana Pay integrating with e-commerce giant Shopify, they do 10% of global e-commerce. With USDC stablecoin now enabling Solana Rails. With a big upgrade called FireDancer on the horizon for the Solana protocol. Not to mention that I think there is still upside. Total value locked is not near back to all-time highs, but it is climbing. The fact is, Solana is shining bright as one of the best alternative L1s to Ethereum. Many people comparing Solana to Ethereum, saying Solana is superior in some ways. Of course, there's trade-offs. Now, the co-founder himself compares it. Solana is the Windows 2000 to Ethereum's 95. I'm bullish on Solana either way, but see if you agree with this reasoning.
Solana is really a multi-application operating system. I think of the difference between Solana and Ethereum is much like the difference between, like Windows 2000 and Windows 95. If people remember what that what that was, you have like a.
I was like, an adult at that time, and I barely remember. So
Yeah.
Please enlighten us.
Windows 95, a Windows operating system that was in those early days could only run one application at a time. So you would run the window that was facing you, it would run that app. It couldn't really run more than one. So it was a single-threaded OS built for CPUs, like processors that only had one core. And when hardware vendors realized that they cannot make a single processor any faster, they started adding cores. The problem was that operating systems just couldn't deal with that. They couldn't really actually manage to run more than one application at a time. So it took a big pile of work to rewrite all of this, and like Microsoft spent, ungodly amounts of money, tens of thousands of engineers porting over all this stuff to Windows 2000, which is a proper operating system that can run multiple applications on different cores and stuff. And that's a hard engineering problem. So Solana is just that transition.
So Solana's had its Windows 2000 moment.
Well, we're the ones trying to build Windows 2000 while everyone else is still stuck in Windows 95.
This next token, Joe Rogan is bullish on. Now, this token, this project, is associated with a company that has, little to do with crypto. It's like a UFC. It's a type of fighting competition. It's called Karate Combat. and they're getting into Web3. And I've given you my thesis on Injective protocol on this channel before. As you know, I'm an investor in Injective, and the growth of the Injective ecosystem is nothing short of awe-inspiring. With each update, integration, and milestone, it's clear that Injective is charting a path towards a more inclusive and decentralized financial future. Injective makes our list. Now, Injective was built in the Cosmos ecosystem, and that ecosystem in general, it's one of the dark horses as far as L1 ecosystems in the space. And not a lot of people talk about their token Atom. And Atom is the most decentralized governance token in crypto. At least that's what this bull and analyst says. Either way, Cosmos Atom makes our list.
I do think that Atom does have a unique value proposition in the crypto ecosystem as a whole. And what that is I would say it is probably the most decentralized governance token in all of crypto.
Still very bullish on Chainlink, especially when you see what's coming. I mean, the revenue they generate is unquestionable. The partnerships they have, unquestionable. For my complete thesis, check out this video from a month ago. On a dip, I'm a buyer of Chainlink for sure. Real quick, Altcoin Daily once again has received a great honor. We're nominated for a Web3 Influencer Award. We've participated in this in past years and actually been winners in past years. This is such a big deal for us, but we need your help, my friends. Please, I'm going to leave a link below. Head on over and vote for your favorite influencers in general, but specifically Altcoin Daily for best current events coverage. We've been with you every step of the bear market. It literally takes 60 seconds to cast a vote for Altcoin Daily. I'll leave the link below. Please click through and vote for Altcoin Daily and vote for your favorite influencers, and let me know in the comments if you did. Appreciate you guys. IMX, Immutable X, gaining a lot of momentum both in technology and development and what they're building, plus it being recognized by the likes of Van Eck. Van Eck's new prediction saying Immutable is going to be a top 25 project and has multiple AAA games building on them. IMX is most likely to become a top 25 coin by market cap, currently at 42, with the release of these games and other high-budget games in 2024, and a well-designed token that aligns interests better than most. Now, Immutable X and all of these games on IMX is off of actually Polygon's ZK-EVM. So two different tokens, IMX and also Polygon making our list. They are separate tokens. FIFA is now releasing an NFT collection on the Polygon network, offering the opportunity to win tickets for the FIFA World Cup Finals. So Polygon, king of partnerships and integration, continuing to go hard this cycle. I'm bullish on another layer 2 called Midas. Vitalik's mom is actually attached to this project, but they're just about to launch a decentralized sequencer pool. They have a big upgrade coming up. Now, this is the bull case for Midas and the upgrade. Logically, so it's called the sequencer pool, this will launch alongside very enticing ecosystem initiatives that will make transaction counts blow up. I mean, there's a whole write-up here, but to cut to the chase, the Midas value proposition is simple. 1, gas token for Midas network. The higher the demand for making transactions or using the dApps, the higher the demand for the native gas token. Revenue accrual, this is key. The more transactions take place, the more revenue is generated by stakers. With the upcoming initiatives, implementations, developments, and liquidity mining campaigns, Midas should be at the top of your list for chains to bridge to and tokens to do your own research on. TLDR, Midas generates revenue based on transaction count. All stakers will earn a portion of the fees. So what's the best way to think about Ethereum versus Ethereum L2s? Well, one framing is to think of Ethereum as an index fund with new L2s rotating in, similar to how new Fortune 500 companies rotate into the S&P 500 index, ultimately driving value to the index. I love how these token terminal guys articulate this. Listen to this.
Ethereum sort of plays the role as almost like an index fund, where you have new L2s coming in and building on top, just like you have new companies rotating into the S&P 500 and they're driving value to that. You know, if you invest in the S&P 500 index, I sort of see Ethereum as that index fund. And then there's obviously more risk because you have to pick the correct L2 if you're going to make those investments. Maybe you invest in a basket of them. But that's kind of how I'm thinking about sort of this value accrual through the tech stack.
Hey, let me know in the comments which altcoins you're buying on the dip or which altcoins you think should be included on this list. Guys, if you're new to the channel or just coming back into crypto, check out any of our videos from the last 6 months. There's a lot of value in our videos from the last 6 months. Do not ignore these just because they're a month old or 2 months old. Some of these videos just have so much value and are still very much relevant, or, you know, talk about different crypto coins that are still very much in the conversation, that if you have different ways you want to do things, 10 coins under $1, whatever you want to do, we have a video for that. So again, watch our videos from the last 6 months. There's a lot of value in these. See you tomorrow.